Hello, everybody. This is Ava with My Brainy Mess. How is everybody? I'm good. Can't complain. I am going to work out of this acrylic painting book again. I've done the cup. I've done my cherries. And I want to make a cover front for my sketchbook. I'll show you. Oops. My sketchbook here, because I'm using this sketchbook for a class I'm doing called Nature Journaling, and I'm basically want to use my observation of nature as to start sketching and doing some observations and whatever. This particular one, I don't know if I told y'all the other day on one of my videos, a bird flew into my window and evidently broke its neck and died. And I placed the little bird in top of my water tank, and just to have it rest and decay on its own and what have you. So I decided to observe that process. It's not going to be an everyday process, but every 2-3 weeks I'll go, or once a month, go back and check it out and do whatever. But my observance was the bird itself, the colors, laying it this way. And yesterday, let me find the pictures. Yesterday, I went out and decided to spread its wings. Look at the gorgeousness of this wing spread. So I'm going to sketch that as well. This was the back side of him with his wings spread out. And this is the under, with him turned over with his under wings. And it's amazing the colors that he has develops in his wing spread than it does when they're closed up like this. It's just, it was fascinating to me. So anyway, I'm going to be sketching him next. But anyway, that is my homework assignment for the class, to observe nature and journal on it as to what I noticed, what I wonder, and what it reminds me of, and that kind of. Those are the statements that we're to look at each time we look at something. And I've got some other elements that I'm going to play with, but this is going to be my bird study, and I probably will take notes of its decaying process. I wished I'd have done this with a little hummingbird that happened, and I put it in the same area, and I wished I had preserved his little bones. It was the sweetest little bones that came out of that, and I wish I'd have preserved it. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do, and I want to make this pretty. So I am going to be working on this plant to put on top of here. So that's what we're going to do. And so the colors I'm going to be using according to this is titanium white, of course, lemon yellow, yellow ochre, burnt sienna, Mars black, sorry, cobalt blue, and, well, this says phyllo cayenne green. They said they wanted phyllo green, so that's the closest I could find, so we're going to use that. So right now, I'm going to take my palette. I have one of these wet palettes. That way I can close it up and it'll stay wet. And I am going to swatch my colors on here, or put my colors on here. But I'm going to put all the, let's see, all the light colors first. Let's see, I'll put more. So I'm going to lay it out this way, like I've seen it recommended. Ouch, my thumb hurts. And this is all just basic acrylic Liquitex paint. Nothing special. And then I'm going to put my black. Ow. I think I'm going to put a black here. And I need lots of white, I have found out. It looks like, so I'm going to really put a lot of white here. Okay. And I might need a lot more sienna brown, because it looks like I'm going to be doing a wash of some sort. And I probably will need more colors, but right now, that's what I'm going to start out with. And I'm going to throw those over there, get them out of my way. And the brushes they recommend is a 1-inch brush, a pencil, which I've already penciled in I've already drawn in my I didn't want to subject y'all to that. A number 6 brush, and they said a 0 brush. I don't have a 0 brush. I have a couple of number 2 brushes, so we're going to do that. So anyway, being that said, let's get started. Probably ought to go change up my water, but no, I'll do it. Okay, it said to do the underdrawing, which I did, and then it says to apply a wash with burnt sienna using a 1-inch brush. And don't worry if you can see some of the brush strokes. Let the wash dry before continuing with your painting. Great, so I may have to wait on this. A wash provides a middle value for you to start the painting on, which can feel less daunting than beginning on a white surface. Plus, it allows you to easily see dark and light values as you begin to start blocking in your paint. So, first off, we're going to do a wash with burnt sienna. And I want to trying to get it into a wash consistency. I have this on a glass backing, and I just put tape on the back to keep it down. So I won't have to worry about it lifting up, and so I can go to the whole edge because I want to use this. You know, I don't know about me doing daily videos. I just can't do it, y'all. I've tried, and I've just got too much going on right now. I just cannot get it all done. There's so much I want to do, and I get overwhelmed, and then I end up not wanting to do any of it. So, I am going to start concentrating on my painting. I will do Cat Hands Mixed Media Morsel series because I like that. I like doing that. And I like the Deanna Love series that she does. That I think I plan on doing some of that. But I'm not going to do it as on a schedule. I'll do it when I feel like coming in and doing some things. If I feel like videoing, I will. Sometimes I'll video without me talking. And I will do shorts and stuff. I have another dilemma where I am, it's not a dilemma, I'm wanting to do this. I have a booth coming up on February 28th, which I've got to get ready for. And I've got a lot of stuff already, but there's some stuff I want to add too. And I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So we shall see. We shall see. Okay. It's starting to curl up on me. Okay, let's try. I don't want to put tape on it. Maybe I'll do this. As it keeps curling up, just continue to tape it down with tape. Yeah, there we go. That works. But I really like my nature class. I'm really excited about it. We shall see how it goes. I hope I can stick with it. Okay. Now I need to start blocking the background using a mix of titanium white and yellow ochre. Okay. And allow the brush strokes to overlap in various directions for more expressive application of paint. And okay, so let's start blocking in colors. Did they say what to use for, I guess continuing using the I probably shouldn't have put it in the water. I need to change out my water. Okay, so yellow, ochre, and white. Let's I'm just mixing colors over here, so I can start blocking in color. And basically, they said to just start blocking it in. Trying to figure out what's what. Kind of hard to tell. In the outline of the leaves a little bit better. Just using the paint off the brush so I don't waste that paint. There's so much paint in that brush. Boy, I'm almost able to do this whole thing just on the paint of this brush. Didn't realize there's so much paint wasted there. Did I miss anything? I think that does it. Okay. All right, see what the next instructions say. I don't want to take all that paint off that brush yet until I see what it says. And blend in the colors. We did that. Okay. Now build up layers. Continue to blend the yellow ochre mixture into the background. Okay. I tell you, my husband's phone goes off 90 miles an hour all the time. He gets spam calls that literally will literally mess up his voicemail. It fills up his voicemail, where important calls then can't even come through. And it's so ridiculous, you know. Oh, well, yeah, I gotta do that now. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Having a hard time to distinguishing what's leaves and what isn't. I think that was a leaf and I accidentally covered it up. Oh well. We'll figure it out when I start blocking in the leaves. About as good as I can do. Maybe I didn't do this side very well. Just a tiny bit. And start putting in the dark colors. Now there's a dark color here. And there's a dark color here. And there's a somehow there's a dark color. Okay, that's where it is. A dark color here. There it goes again. I'm telling you guys, it's ridiculous. And a dark color in here. Okay. Continue to paint to cast the shadows of the leaf for areas where shadows are lighter. Okay, I did do this a little darker. And add a little white. Oh, there's one there that I didn't get underneath this. this, and I got that. Okay. Continue to paint the cast of shadows for the areas where shadows are light. Mix in a bit more titanium white to lighten the color. A glazing medium can be mixed into the paint for areas where the shadows are softer. Okay, like maybe right in here, probably in here. Let's see, probably in here. Probably right in there. Okay. And then they've got this going here. This is scumble the edges of the shadows. Scumble. I learned that word in a I don't know. I think I scumbled enough. I don't really like the way that I don't know. Okay. Okay, the middle value. Block in the darker medium values within the leaves. Remember that you can always make adjustments in the color. Differentiate between the leaves by including different values of green. Move around the painting, block in between the mediums and the lights. Okay, so basically the dark green, put black in there. No, this didn't come out right. This leaf here is totally different than what this I'll figure it out here in a minute. I may have to evidently this is one leaf. I thought it was two, but it's not. Okay, let's go with this leaf right now. Okay, I need to let that dry. I can't separate the values. Okay, let's go down here and start looking at what we've got here. There's a leaf under here. We have this sleeve here. And we have this sleeve. And we have this sleeve. I'm just blocking in color just so that I know that I have what leaves I have. I think I'm gonna let it dry or make it dry. Okay. My background looks like crap. Don't like it. Okay, let's clean off my brush a minute and let's look at this. I'm gonna take this into consideration and start looking. This leaf is totally not what this leaf is, and this leaf is not what this leaf is. None of this looks like anything. No. Look at the finished product and see what I can come up with. According to this, I need more. I need a little bit darker right in here. supposed to be more of a shadow, and it doesn't look like a shadow. No, it don't. Need to tone it down a little bit. Same with this. Same with this. I just don't like that. No, I don't. There goes his phone again. I don't know, guys. This is not turning out the way I want it to. You know what? I'm going to let this go for now. And let it dry real good. And we'll look at it again later on this evening or whatever. And see if I can't make it where I like it. Right now I don't like it. So, and I might tomorrow. And anyway, I thank y'all from the top of my brain to the bottom of my feet. Please like and share and subscribe to my video. I would mostly appreciate it. Otherwise, y'all hit the notification button and let you know I have a video waiting. And y'all have a most blessed day, and I will see you on the flip-flop. Bye.